What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with a few final Shadowkeep and Season of Undying things to talk about before the launch this week. So firstly, console preload for Shadowkeep is now live. We'll talk about that in a moment. We're going to take a better look at some of the Season of Undying rewards, how you obtain that stuff, new materials and items that we'll need in the endgame. We're going to talk about a couple of updates and changes to vendors that we'll see, new quests, endgame upgrades, system changes, as well as new weapons that we'll craft, and then we're going to check out some new light gameplay. If you guys are curious to see what that first mission from Destiny 1 looks like in D2, you can check it out in the video. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, but now let's get straight into it. So first up, I promised you guys that I'd let you know when the preload for Shadowkeep was available on console. Unfortunately, it is now available to download. So on Xbox, it's showing me a download size of 28.2 gig, and I'm guessing it's pretty similar over on PS4. And so that gives us just about 24 hours to get this downloaded. If you're over on Steam, playing on PC, then you can do your preloads now as well. And remember, we are going to see that 24-hour downtime pretty much from now until when Shadowkeep launches on Tuesday 1st of October at 10 AM PST and 6 PM in the UK. So good luck getting those downloads, and I will keep you posted with launch stuff tomorrow. Up next though, we're going to talk about the Season Pass just a little bit. I've seen a lot of questions in the comment section asking how much does the Season Pass actually cost? So heads up, Season Pass is part of the season. If you buy Shadowkeep, Season of Undying is included, and that means that you get the Season Pass for Season of Undying as well. After this first season in Year 3, so when we get to Season 9, if you purchase the new season for $10, you'll also get the Season Pass with that, unless you already own all of the passes for the year, in which case you technically already own all of the Season Passes for Year 3. So the Season Pass itself is an additional layer that comes with the season when you purchase it, and of course because of how other games do things like Battle Passes, it has caused a little bit of confusion. We know that we're going to get a bunch of different rewards as part of the Season Pass. So you have the new Ascendant Shard, and that's required for Masterworking gear in Year 3. At rank 92 right here, you get a bundle of Vex Mind components, rare synth-neural components essential in the Vexgate network communication and navigation. Offer this to Ikora in exchange for Vex weapon artifacts. So it sounds like we're going to need these to get some of the Vex offensive gear, or as a way to get more of it, and so there is definitely some kind of endgame to access in that stuff. You can also see that Ikora in the tower holds the new Vex offensive bounties, so as indicated in the Season of Undying trailer, we will be working with Ikora to tackle the Vex invasion that's taking place in the world. And as I showed the other day from the moon map, we can see Vex invasion zones, and so there are specific areas that they'll actually invade. These are the Warp Gate hotspots that we've seen in trailers, and you'll see there that it mentions the Soul Divisive. And Soul Divisive is the Vex collective from the Black Garden, who actually kind of worshipped the heart of Black Garden in D1, so we're definitely going to find some pretty funky stuff in there, but back to the Season Pass. At rank 99, you can get the Clash of Swords. Pretty cool two-player emote right there. There's the ornament for Ariana's Vow, and then one of the final rewards at rank 90 will be the Never Live It Down chip. Pretty cool Vex-themed chip, and we can see that it looks very much like the head of a goblin there. The Season Pass will also include Fireteam boosters, so a 2% XP booster for small fire teams. And there's also an auto-rifle tier booster. I'm not entirely sure whether this boosts the power or perhaps the stats. Probably the stats, because Bungie said that Season Pass items will be low stat tiers, and all of them are earnable in-game at higher stat tiers, especially for the Vex offensive weapons and armor. Temporal Claws is the machine gun that you can obtain at rank 45 on the free track. I'm guessing we'll get it sooner if we've paid for the season, but that's the Temporal Claws rapid fire frame machine gun. And you'll also find other interesting things like destination resource bundles, and this comes with a stack of 50 of each planetary material. And you can see, if you have a ton of bounties right here, you can level up reasonably quickly, and especially at these low ranks right there, it requires 100,000 XP to level up once in the Season Pass, so it will be a pretty good grind, but the good thing is that you're always making progress on your account, whichever characters you play. Now to get into some of the systems and vendor stuff here, initially we have the Upgrade module. This is a new material for Year 3, but as we can see, it's a collection of universal components that can be used to infuse power between gear items. And so it looks like for Infusion specifically, we are going to be using Upgrade modules now. It's possible that other currencies will feature in as well, but this is going to be a critical Infusion material. You can buy Upgrade modules at Banshee, but heads up, for after Shadowkeep launches, they also come from his weekly bounties. So definitely make sure to pick those up, and his dailies will still drop enhancement cores, so they're going to be worth getting done. Any of the mods that Banshee sells will cost 10 mod components, and he still has a daily weapon and armor mod available. And then he has some of the new materials in his inventory as well. But another good update here is that Hawthorne now sells stacks of raid banners, and that's pretty useful because Bungie are also adding rally points to old raids, and I believe the Shattered Throne as well, so considering we also get a new dungeon and raid, it looks like we'll have plenty of places to use them. From other vendors, it doesn't look like we have a kind of major reset in the game, but they have seen some more minor updates, so bounties have been revamped. The weekly bounties are listed first now, and then they're followed by the dailies, and a lot of the vendors have an additional bounty slot where you can essentially grab a random daily bounty. You'll see that Zavala's weeklies actually offer Bright Dust, XP, and Glimmer, so they'll likely be pretty useful. And when we're hovering over these vendors, you can see the new ritual quests. So Zavala has the machine gun quest for Edgewise, and this requires final blows, solar final blows, and points scored inside of strikes. I didn't see the Crucible and Gambit objectives, but you can see those quests there. And each of the vendors kind of seems to have a minor Season 8 quest there too. So Zavala has the first Watch Bounty, which drops new shaders and an emblem. So that right there is a little more info on the system changes, the vendors, materials, new rewards and pursuit-based things for Shadowkeep and Season of Undying. I also showed some lunar weapons the other day. So you've got the new auto rifle, the hand cannon loud lullaby, premonition, which Bungie confirmed will actually drop in the new dungeon, and a host of other weapons, the Dreambreaker fusion rifle, one small step, which is a rapid fire shotgun, every waking moment submachine gun, a fine memorial, which is the heavy machine gun, and things like Tranquility, which is a new kinetic sniper. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how the lectern works for actually crafting this gear, but also how Nightmare Hunt difficulties will factor into rewards as well. We do have a kind of roadmap of different versions of Nightmare Hunts becoming available, and I believe devs said that some of the new upgrade materials and drops would actually feature as rewards there too, so along with the new gear, we should see a fairly solid endgame loop for Shadowkeep, but we'll have to wait and see. Here though, finally, I wanted to run a little bit of new light gameplay, and particularly the first mission I thought it'd be pretty cool, because while we did go back there for the Lost Cryptarch quest in D2, we didn't really get to see much of the Cosmodrome or anything like that. And this is pretty neat because it is a reimagining of that first mission. So Bungie have kind of recreated some of the cinematic content, and they're kind of trying to round out the world for new players to try and get their heads around all of the stuff that's happened over the past couple of years in Destiny. But yeah, if you want to check that gameplay out, you can right here. This will be the introductory mission if you're a new player for Destiny, jumping into the free-to-play version. But let us know your thoughts about any of the stuff in the video, guys, the new materials, the season pass items, the vendor changes, weapons, and anything else that you feel like. But if you've enjoyed the video, a like below really helps me out, and if you're new to the channel, get subscribed, as I'll be covering everything related to Shadowkeep, Destiny 2, New Light, and the future of the game. For now though, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.
We'll need a ship. But first, I need to find you a weapon. Let's keep moving. Careful. They're all around us. It's a risk, but I'll get us more light. Hard military system, check. Frayed wires and rust, check. When I flip this switch, expect trouble. Not good. Not good. They're definitely not happy to see us. There's a rifle. Grab it. I brought you back for a reason, Guardian. You're a hunter. That means you're not afraid to take risks. So, keep moving and be ready for a fight. Stay focused. If your tracker blinks, there's trouble nearby. Fallen are scavengers, alien pirates picking at humanity's remains. Speaking of pirates, there's a loot cache. Let's take what's inside. Fallen. Hit him with everything you've got. Your light is strong, Guardian. Pushing forward. I'll locate a ship we can use to fly home. Heads up. A fallen raiding party. We're in more trouble than I thought. signal from an old jump ship. Let's track it down. When we get to the city, you'll start to understand why I brought you back. The people, the promise of a brighter future, and the Traveler. Wait till you see it. Here we go. Let's take that ship. Let's take a look at your new ship.